Yang depletion that has under a minute to be able to find these kills. Unfortunately for them, Wolves with a Wu Chen make it really hard. The good news though for KLA is that they've locked the Wu Chen down. Does ZK have the ultimate available? Will he be able? Answer is no. He locked down. Jem now has no choice but to emergency pop that Viper V1. Try and use that 5-second stun to stop you to come through with that Tesla V1, but it is not going to be enough. KLA brink of destruction are gifted from the pub a bailout in the form of Wolves who just fall within 10 seconds.
Yeah, and taking into 3 eliminations up to 6 now out of the council courtyard. They to Celestra. Other fights are happening to the pace. Obviously, Bao Yu is going for that stun and making sure Xiangdan's whole entirety of existence is done, especially with that tick dragon like my combination. What a Yu's gonna have his chances here at deleting out Xiangdan. Now the Keelan is out. Now they can just focus on Xiao Wen, and that's a gold pulse sword. So I think this end, look at the RMBs. Bonk. And now it's gonna be bold to be utilized. The whole check of destiny coming up from Iran, but in case of ASC right now, this is also going to be a huge increase of power if they actually end up going through. And not by power, but by Sam Moran. Remember, like I said, it has the Jays of Destiny to be making through for. So that is going to be a huge endgame position for them. 8 eliminations, trying to catch out 9. Xiao Wen still looking to try to hold out this full sword action and being in a 1v1 against Bauda or even a musket shot. That's all they need. He find the perfect lighting position from Eventside Temple, and he is still going through here. And he still has his ultimate ready to go. So now he takes the time to reset. Obviously, into Eventside Temple, not a lot of places you could back off here. Has himself as well advanced heal, so that's another benefit towards the bout. And now Bao Yu, seeing about going through here. Revenge, looting up the bodies. F3 coming out here. The Xiphon's going to be coming out for the play. Bounty Peak going for the Tesla enchant, not hitting any targets, but this is going to be where NY7 goes to the backline and tries to connect it. I see a parry coming through here. Yuma going to go ahead and charge up RMBs for the pulse sword. F3 coming in again here for NY7, looking for the omnidirectionals, but that gold focus is not going to be denied due to Peak hitting the Dragon Slayer in the background, and he pays the price. Now is a chance for you to look towards Yuma and looking for the Wu Chen point to get the res here as fast as possible. You, the defensive ultimate for the Viper, is available. Guess who's pushing though? Alliance. And this is where going to be where it leads down to whatnot. Bauda will turn his one around here. You having the Dragon like Might is spamming it left and right, and now the F3 investments there. The Test Enchant comes out for one target. This is going to be a chance for the Matari ultimate coming up from Alliance to make sure to deny that the entirety of the Viper's existence again. And now comes a Dragon Slayer, dead time on the ground. NY7 doesn't get caught, but he's going to be back in the V1 from the Viper. Perfectly timed for that 12-second duration from the Atari ultimate to deny the chances of getting a stealth set. And now Yaron looking to hold check the heck out of NY7 and looking for the backline here. You can see Revenge gets caught through, but the Dragon Slayer's clean. Hey, hold on a second. We got that Soulman. We can go right back into this fight because Bao Yu is going to be the only one person left alive for this chance of fighting. And now the F3 to confirm the kill is going to be the case. Alliance having the confidence, we love to see it, and that's going to be elimination 12 for them this match.
That was such a risk with NY7 when he threw that Dragon Slayers into the Bauda player grappling. That could have been a grapple jump cancel out of grapple into parry. But NY7, he throws it out. He gets the big risk, gets the big reward. Dragon Slayers into Nessa's confirmation, and there's nothing that Bauda could have done to live past that one. In the meantime, KLA going to be taking advantage of the fact that everyone is fighting out towards Eventide, and no one is contesting the Spirit Well. No one, I believe, even went into the realm of Yang, so I'm pretty sure GG got it for free. That or they absolutely decimated a team, and we'll have to wait and see when the entire list gets pulled up on the left side. If anyone's portraits are orange to signal that they have Yang depletion. GG slowing things down, going to a shop, picking things up. Okay, this is the realm of Yang. It was GG versus DRG. Dragon Slayers, Nezhes, jump horizontal, fear and shove into charge RMB. That is one way to absolutely delete a player's existence. Is CGS just with that spear pressure on the legendary scaling, just forcing so much out from the side of DRG, the Hardy Glider, already having been invested the jump horizontals into the vertical lockdowns, slamming onto so many of these players. Karumi on the circle, now invested as CGS does lose a chunk of his health, doesn't have that Cicada Fury shoves to peel for his players or aggressively set up extensions into these spear connections, but he still has the legendary spear scaling for those jump LMVs to keep up the pressure. What a parry! Insane reaction time from CJS! Absolutely crazy 180 parry, catching onto the Hardy that just falls out of the sky. That was a Cicada discovering gravity, and instead of the apple on his head, he's able to find the best parry I have ever seen in all of MBPL. That reaction was off the charts.
My man was like, let me pop that. No, let me not pop that. I'm gonna pop your lifespan. Hey, go. See you in lobby. And now GG winning out Romy Yang take every single one of those aspects of aggression with a buff with Draco Storm. So leading out to that as well, they do have the Jades of Destiny, as we like to call them. They have the detach, as well as having martial art will form hook. So the amount of lockdown there for a Sand Siphon and sustain, no less, gives that team comp enough chances to just making sure. There's a lot of good Jades in rotation for this match. I gotta be honest, like the sustain from Groupio and Avancio, sustain and control from the detach and martial art will form hook. We're gonna double check and see about DRE's performance here. They're going up against Alliance, and Alliance is doing some phenomenal work, 12 eliminations, knocking on wood, as I hope for their success, because it comes down towards this route to getting into their first day of playing and having a superseded lead in terms of point values. Nice parry from Wusha 98, takes the full sword straight to the haste, but no parry connection, went to the opposite direction. Benthic just sent Zai ultimate to connect the attention. Now the parry mode comes out. Wushin with the ultimate for the Keelan, trying to survive for Dongqing, but the V1 is not going to be enough, and that's going to be the lockdown coming into play. We got only two teammates. We got no sustain. Only the Keelan slashes to come through here in the invincibility form to not consume HP, but now the ultimate is done, and Y7 gets those omnidirectionals, and now he's forcing out a gold focus strike. He's got himself to lock him in once he hits airborne status, and now Wushin 98 catches those burns and catches a strike. As it comes out, Alliance is at 14 eliminations right then and there, and they have events of their own, but the Valiant Challenger spotting out here from FPX, maybe in the distance. Degoxy doesn't want to really put himself anywhere any further back to where his team was just caught into elimination. So while the 2 minutes underneath the Romy Yang depletion clicks out, might be a chance to see Degoxy coming back or just leaving out the lobby. We'll have to see later on. FPX though, 9 eliminations. You know, they got themselves, set into their forefront. They're in the middle of this action, though. I know that KLA are approaching to the scene right now and kind of hoping to see him at this high ground position. But once we enter into this cliff side, this is going to be where things are going to get a little bit more tactile right here, Moxie.
Kaishi is actually going to be able to get their hands on a Rebirth Charm and potentially get to Assault and bring one of their players back. That means that one of their players is technically going to be cleansed of Yang depletion. Unfortunately, they're still going to have... Okay, yeah. So Kakaishi is going to go down to zone. He was the player who had Yang depletion, but he brings WX98 on the Kylan back into things, so he doesn't have to worry about picking up a Soul Bloom. Alliance going to be showcasing revenge with these Dragon-like Might and Benthic dual halberds. This is something that Alliance have been utilizing to devastating impact with the follow-ups. One player gets picked up into the charged LMB on those halberds, and it is just extension after extension from the Zai and that Matari, and we're probably going to see Alliance utilize the Dragon-like to threaten the spacing of the Spirit Well as well. WX98 with the fan in the back pocket so he can get those Scale Rushes chained together as quickly as he possibly can. Going to be on the run from Alliance, tries to lead them into FPX, sees from the Valiant Challenge scroll where these teams are going to be located to try and lose as pursuers, as it is going to be that Spirit Well spawning on up, and we do see all of the pressure. QGG trying to find the charged LMBs on those daggers. Merciless Havoc also going to be in play, making it harder for these teams to contest KLA, holding this space down. GG dancing on the edges, trying to get close enough to loot and grab everything before KLA can full sweep everything off of the playing field, as this is not the last Spirit Well, so it is an absolute free-for-all no matter who is able to cap it. And GG make sure that they're only there for a matter of moments before very quickly moving on their way. All of these teams incredibly vigilant of how the Tessa, Viper, and Wuchang compositions have waited for the dome to pop before coming on in with those lockdown ultimates, and as a result, no one is going to be sticking around